Hello. Welcome. Um, I'm out here in nature getting this beautiful fresh air and grounding my feet, right? And what is this a reference to, right? Well, if you are trying to lose weight, right? You're struggling with overeating or any type of eating addiction or eating disorder, and you perhaps are treating it in a physical way where you think all you have to do is you have to stop eating, right? So you change your diet. So you went and redid your pantry. You bought nothing but healthy foods. You took out all the ice cream, the cookies, all the sweets out the house, right? And you maybe doing intermittent fasting, and you also exercising. And you're like, yes, I got this. This is what I have to do to lose weight, and this is what I have to do to stop overeating. And I'm here to tell you, to be the bearer of bad news and tell you that that is not the solution, because you are treating it in a physical way as though it's something that you have to do, right? And not as an emotional illness, right? An emotional condition where you have to treat your mind and your emotions before you can stop overeating, before you can control the amount of food that you're taking, before you stop the cravings. You have to treat it as an emotional and mental condition. Here's the thing. When your body is stressed out, when your cortisol level is high and you're not getting enough dopamine and feel-good hormones, enough serotonin, dopamine, right? Norepinephrine, then your body is in this state of stress. And in order to relieve some of that stress, your body goes into eating mode, right? Because it gives you comfort. So notice when you are in a difficult relationship that is abusive or just very emotionally draining, you find yourself overeating. When you have not slept enough, you find yourself overeating. When you have stress in the family, the children, a family member who's going through illness, you find yourself overeating, right? So what is that telling you? There is a direct relationship between your overeating, your eating habits, and your level of stress, right? Your stress hormones. And there's also a correlation to your lifestyle and the things that you are doing that are bringing joy to you, to your life and your family, right? When you're happy and you're out in nature and you're in the pool, you're having a good time, everything's going great, maybe you're at a party, you're not thinking about eating. When you're in love, right, you have that new love and you just want to talk to them all night long and text all day and it feels so good, you're not thinking about eating. Normally we're thinking about eating when we don't have enough satisfaction outside of food, right? That's the only good thing happening to us, is that time where you eat. I had a friend who would say that the mealtime was the momentum of his day and of the day, really, because that was the most exciting thing happening to him. So what does that tell me? It tells me that you're not getting enough positives from other sources, right? Your relationships are not bringing you satisfaction. Your job is not bringing you satisfaction. Your environment is not satisfying you. It's not bringing you that joy and rest that you need, right? Maybe you're not sleeping good. Your bed might not be comfortable. There are so many things that you have going on. They are taking so many negatives and not enough positives, right? When you start getting your joy, okay, and your peace and your rest and your satisfaction from things outside of food, then you notice that you're not craving it as much. You're not seeking food as much because you're not looking for that feel good elements that you get when you eat, or that comfort, right? Food is comforting. You're not looking for that comfort. You're not looking for that dopamine hit that you get when you eat. Why? Because you're getting it from everywhere. It's like when I'm out here in nature and I'm just enjoying this, having great me time, I'm grounding. My feet are on the floor literally right now as I talk to you. My feet are on the floor. I'm breathing this air. I'm seeing the beautiful view of New York City. Plus I'm in the mountain, right? So I'm happy, I'm satisfied. Now when I'm exceeding professionally and I'm being productive and I get that and I'm about to finish that degree or get that credential or get that promotion or even go on a trip, right? But I'm getting joy from other sources in life where I am not looking for food as my source of comfort, right? And the thing, what happens is that so many times our stress level is so high and our emotional health is so poor that we really have no choice, and it's so piled up that we don't know where to start and how to even lower. And many times we don't look at it that way. Well, I have a job that I hate and I don't really work out. I don't like walking, and my boyfriend or my girlfriend, my spouse is nothing but stress, and I have an eating problem. I overeat. But I'm thinking that I overeat because I overeat and I have to stop overeating. So I have to start making carrots, cabbage, and celery with chicken breast, and that's the solution, right? And I have to not eat every 5 hours, so I'm not eating. I'm not having any snacks, and it's all a to-do list, things that I gotta do, and not realizing that it's an internal emotional conflict and battle that I have to target and take care of. And once I do that, then I won't have the need to eat so much, right? So, and obviously I'm not saying that you don't need to eat healthy and you don't need to do intermittent fasting, right? You do. But the problem is that you've been doing that for how long? How many diets have you tried? And every single time you fall back into eating. You can only do it for so long because, again, you have an emotional condition, okay, which you are treating as a physical one, as a to-do one, as a job, as an assignment, right? Something that you have to stop doing without treating your emotional health. And this is not going to work. It can work for a week, 2 weeks, it can work for a year, but eventually you're going to fall back into, you're going to get the ice cream and the fried chicken, and you're going to sit down and just taste so good, and you're going to eat and eat, right? And you're going to binge eat, and you're going to have the cravings. Why? Because your emotional balance, your emotions are not in order. You're not getting satisfaction from life, right? Now, when you're out there running, and another thing is that sometimes we go and we just use the exercise and the fitness, again, to treat our stress. And that helps. Don't believe me, it really does help, because now the exercise and running and the fitness does lower your stress levels, right? And it does give you some feel good hormones, but you're still not treating the internal emotions, right? And many times we need therapy in order to be able to achieve that, or we need our own self-help where we are evaluating our lives and we are trying to create the best life that we can have, where we are getting joy from the life that we live and we like our lives. Like, how many of you truly like your life? Like, man, I love my life. I'm in love with life. I love my family. We have healthy relationships. I love my significant other, or I'm single, but I'm very happy. I'm satisfied. I'm not toxic. I don't have people who are toxic around me. I love what I'm doing productively. I'm improving myself. I'm doing creative things. How many of us can say that? I love my life and I get satisfaction from many different sources in life. How many? And until we are able to say that, then we're going to be eating and we're going to be drinking. It's tied up to drinking and also substance abuse, right? But that's a whole different video. But we're going to continue to do this because that's what's giving us joy. Hey, those cookies and that ice cream, it feels so good and it's so comforting, and it's also doing releasing chemicals right at the biochemical level, releasing dopamine, serotonin, and all these feel good hormones. So boom, I gotta eat that ice cream. I gotta enjoy that. I gotta overeat the pasta, the carbs. It just makes me feel good. It's my comfort. So next time you're about to binge eat, right? Think of why you're doing it, and think of, as you eat it, feel the comfort that you're getting from the food and how good it feels. And even though you're already full, you're still eating. It's another thing, because you're eating and you're full, which is telling me that you're not eating because you're hungry. You're eating because it tastes good and it feels good, right? So at that moment, really think about it. Like, how does this feel? what is this doing to me? You're gonna feel all the emotions in your body as you eat and enjoy that delicious meal. And then think of your life, maybe at a different time, and see all the different stressors. Maybe write it down, start journaling, all the different stressors that you have, the things that are not bringing you joy. And then write down the positives and write down the negatives. All the good things happening that you're happy, and all the bad things that you have going on, the negatives. And you may find an imbalance, right? You may find that you're not satisfied with your life. And ask yourself, am I satisfied with my life? Do I love my life? Do I love my job? And then what are some things that I can do to improve my life so that I have more positive coming in, so that I can bring that balance, so that I'm getting that joy and that satisfaction from outside of food. Okay, so that's your assignment for this week. Again, I'm going to repeat, what are the positives, the satisfaction that I get? Do I love my life? Ask yourself, do I love my life? What are the things that bring me joy and satisfaction? And then what are the things that are bringing me stress that I don't like, right? And now how can I balance? How can I do more things that are bringing me joy and that I love? So that when I get those things that I love, then now I am not seeking the comfort through food. So that's your assignment, literally, for you to write down and journal this. And I will see you next week. And I guarantee that within a few months of you bringing in more positives, we will see an improvement. And I will see you next week again with a follow-up video on this same topic, on how to improve your health physically, mentally, psychologically, and emotionally. Until then, this is Fares, and I'll talk to you guys later.